Today we will be using Excel to record the responses from a survey question and then put it into the correct visual representation, different types of bar charts or pie charts and circle graphs. So the very first thing you have to do is you have to decide what is your question going to be. And I asked several of my students, what is your favorite sport? I then have to record the number of responses for each sport. The choices were football, basketball, baseball or softball, volleyball, and other, for those of you who may swim, dance, or possibly run cross country. Football was our #1 choice with 18 picks. Baseball was 11, and our basketball came in with 15. Volleyball had 5, and then 8 said other. Now I want to put my responses into some visual representation other than just looking at numbers, so I can see what is actually happening with the data. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight all of my cells. I'm going to hit insert, and now I could choose a column, and so let's go ahead and put in a column, and here it shows the responses, the number of responses, and then each type. If you want, you can go ahead and change the color for your chart. Now let's look at a different type of visual representation. So I go to insert, and there's charts over here, and I already did column. They also have 3D columns or cylinders or cones if you want to look at that. And another choice besides column would be looking at a bar chart, which would just be tipping it over horizontally. So let's look at a 3D bar chart here, and we'll move that out of our way. And as you can see, we have our responses in blue, and there's other, volleyball, baseball, basketball, and football, and then it tells you about how many in each. And once again, you can change the color for whatever you want. One more type of visual representation we can use is a circle graph, also known as a pie chart. And the pie charts are really great because they can help us change this into percentiles and then help us use proportions to make predictions. And we can bring that down over here, make it a little smaller so it's not overlapping. And you can see our responses here, and each type of response has a different color. And we can change the color schemes on this as well. We can also put our percentiles right in there to go ahead and help us make those predictions in a bigger population. And that is how you represent your data visually.